Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmony is rated M for mature. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome back to Danganrompa V3 Killing Harmony. Last time around, we finished up investigating. Thought Kokichi died. He didn't die. He lived. Got into this. Got mad. Tsumugi's being really weird. And she's asking if the slide lock could have moved so easily. Hey Siri, set a timer for 41 minutes. Cool. The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as it's spinning. Oh.
It would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yeah.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
That's true.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
Partially.
I didn't say that.
I do.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick.
Yeah.
It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
Okay.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up, so we think it was some kind of ceremony.
Right, and Kaede is probably the perfect size for it.
That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Yes, he's a liar. Get over it.
Kokichi.
Oh, man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
She just pulls like a hidden knife and
Honestly,
stabs him
I'm lying.
mercilessly.
But I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
He was hoping to get the culprit to be like, yes, yes, yes. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
No, I think he actually had a
Okay,
pretty good
I'll
idea.
start right now.
Oh god, man. Please don't.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
Okay.
You? I can't hold it up anymore.
Sorry.
What's the matter? You going?
Alright, we're
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter.
we don't even keep going on that.
Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Cum dump! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
We do not need to get on that.
Should we talk about now?
Yeah, something besides that.
Locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
Yeah, he was trying to
That
check something.
contradicts what you said earlier.
He's
Which I
playing.
conclude using my
You
recording
guys.
function.
Yeah, he's playing.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
No, I understand what he was doing. He was playing the field. Kokichi's a lot smarter. Like, people are using, like, I get it. They're mad that he's lying, you know, but for me personally, him saying, "Oh, Himiko's not a suspect," he was giving her that same false sense of security that he was the culprit. He was playing multiple angles all at the same time. I get it. I'm not mad at him.
A suspect? Never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Okay.
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are.
Suspect rangers?
Yeah, that's a little
I
weird.
agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers.
Why are the suspect rangers?
What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
Okay.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Kibo?
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know.
Yeah.
So we need to find the first blackened responsible for the first victim.
Yep.
We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless.
Ooh, is he trying to provoke a response from her?
Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Himiko.
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you!
He's doing this on purpose.
Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her? Himiko.
This is probably the most she's ever spoke.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS.
Really?
You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's
Yeah,
dead.
she didn't really, like, show any sort of emotion. That doesn't mean she didn't feel it on the inside.
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise you'd think that.
It's really
I
quiet.
know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now.
Okay, can we raise the volume on the voices? Okay. Cool. I was like, I can't barely hear anything.
I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse. I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up. All you guys are gonna help out too.
Okay.
Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta want to know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
But what if the two murders are connected?
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
It's like Kaito versus Kokichi.
Finally, you noticed. Jeez, you're so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
Kokichi's way smarter than he looks. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what do we talk about first?
Well, and it's interesting because, like, if you look at what Kokichi's done so far, everything he's done was to provoke. Is because he knows he can get people to speak. By pushing the right buttons, by manipulating the right emotions, he knows he can get people to speak. He got Himiko to speak, and he knew someone would defend her. He knew that it would, like, he's not an idiot. He's really smart about this. He's a jerk, but he's really smart about this.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious.
No.
Tancrotch!
No, because the thing, well... Kyo, Shuichi, Himiko, and Kaito. Yeah. Oh, oops. My bad. My bad. Sorry. I saw the timer. I got nervous. Kokichi. My bad.
That's it.
Yep.
It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Not exactly. Like, how?
Himiko?
How would you kill her from that? Like, I mean, yeah, I know she's laying down, but with the cloth and the cage and the dog statue itself was ridiculous. Like, how would you stab her? And you would have to go. Like, none of the salt was disturbed.
Well, that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the four is really...
Kyo.
Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
Yeah.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes?
Yeah.
If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either.
Yeah, I was in the dark.
I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
That's true. He said, which room should we do it in? She said, let's do it in the middle room. Rush been preparations at once. He asked. He could have chose. They could have chose any room. Himiko.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
I mean, that dog was heavy.
There!
Yeah. The entry, you're talking about under the floor, right? Yep.
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person can move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
Mm-hmm.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Okay. I wonder if he's thinking what I'm thinking. Caged child, loose floorboard, key with flashlight function.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
Okay.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our
What? One would lead in light, no. Are you denying that theory? Your evidence is lacking. Was it Kibo's flashlight function? Loose floorboard, caged child, hole in the corner.
But it was pitch black during the seance.
Okay, I'm just gonna let it play through this
How
time.
could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the floor.
Okay, never mind. Apparently,
Oh no!
I mean, apparently I'm dead wrong. All right,
The seance.
we're gonna go through crawling under the floorboard.
Use that function to get under the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
I said, hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second.
Floor, but is it possible?
The culprit sneaked in during this. Seance.
Okay, no, dark space with no light. Oh, is it this?
Crawling under the floor. Our villain had a light.
Okay, apparently I'm wrong there. Yep. I'm denying. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm sorry. I love it when, like, if I was there with them, I could talk it through with them and help them understand my theories of why I think it is the way it is. Nope. Okay.
I was wrong!
I was wrong!
Culprit
Cage child, hole in the corner.
But it was pitch black during the seance.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used
Here
that function to get under the floor and sneak
What?
into the empty room during the seance.
I said, hold on a second.
He used his robot functions to commit the murders.
Hold on a second. The culprit sneaked in.
Wait, it was using my hearts up!
by crawling under the floor.
I just wanted to see what the lies were! Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently that was bad.
How could they even see if they were under the floor?
I don't know.
Because it wasn't dark.
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. Oh, it wasn't? Really?
see,
Our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used that function to get under the...
Oh, apparently I need to lie there. I'm so upset. I hate it when, like, I know what I'm doing, but I hate it when they want it very specifically. Like, especially for Phoenix Wright, for some of the later Phoenix Wright games, I stopped playing because the game was so nitpicky with what they wanted in terms of evidence. I couldn't do the cases anymore. It wasn't fun because the game wanted evidence so picky. It's kind of like, this person's left sock was crucial to the investigation. It's like, but wouldn't the gun that murdered the victim be more, like, crucial than the victim's left sock? It's like, yeah, but they stepped on the pool of blood and whatever. It's like, oh, but their fingerprints are on the gun.
I didn't notice what.
Alright, manipulate someone, so you don't have to lie. I need to defend Kibo, draw back the flashlight function you added.
It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Oh, Gaunt is not. He's like, nope.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me.
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Please play along. Kibo?
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Ah, we get it already. Just turn it off. We're gonna go blind.
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Yeah, you're not helping, man.
Shuichi? Trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty before...
That's
Shuichi, I'm so sorry.
Stop flashing me.
Damn, that is seriously bright.
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Truth. The hole.
yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
Oh.
They couldn't have.
The floorboards were loose.
After all, we would know.
That's what I was saying about the candle. Can somebody see through it? We should ask them. Hey guys, can you see us from down here? Oh, we can't see you, but we see there's a light. Oh, cool. It's
If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
Okay.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does not mean I am the culprit.
Yeah, but do you have settings?
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
Because you just said how average you are.
Needs your pity.
Stop flashing us.
With the flashlight, it's way too bright.
Yes,
It
please.
would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Not exactly.
And why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. Not being used to this kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's like,
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint for that. That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Yeah, but they didn't know who would be there.
Sounds really familiar too. But I'm just
Who's
gonna
singing?
ignore it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Yeah, and we didn't know that she would do it.
So then, why was that floorboard loose?
Mm-hmm.
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Okay.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit!
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
Well, we know when.
When?
It said
So
11.
not during Seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
Yeah, because we saw her alive. We heard her. Yeah. Tenka understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. She was still alive at that point.
Yes.
I mean, I knew she was dead.
Was
Well, she'd be
unmistakably
dead.
alive when the seance began.
Mm-hmm.
That was right before we blew out the candles. But when the light came back...
Yeah.
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
Mm-hmm.
So she was killed when the room was dark?
But she was inside Cage, right? Going to think it impossible to kill her then.
But she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
A different time?
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads! Huh? Since Gonta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory.
Okay.
Now hurry up and think!
Yeah, you think for me!
Make my golden brain tingle? Start circle jerking your limp dick brains!
She is so vulgar. Okay. Marker
When
stone.
Tenko got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Yeah.
She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
Mm-hmm.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
No.
Like that.
When Cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tenko real fast.
That'd be
So
Himiko.
fast, no one saw.
No, she's already dead.
Oh my!
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Okay, woman.
Obviously, Himiko is the culprit.
No.
There's no down!
Wow. Okay, dog statue.
When Tenko got killed,
Okay. Yeah.
it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
Mm-hmm.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
Oh, hold on. The white sheet.
Wrong.
Because the white sheet was red before cage was lifted,
It
yeah.
wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted.
Mm-hmm.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
There'd be a hole in it too, wouldn't there? Well, not unless you lifted it, but like...
But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so so right.
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your remodel right here.
Oh my gosh, woman. Just give up!
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
Really?
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out!
Can we just, like, slap her into, like, sense?
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when
Hold on.
the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red.
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Oops, no, wrong one, my bad.
Damn it!
Yep, my fault. I had the wrong one.
That's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Okay.
Oh no!
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Okay, it's the marker stone. We have gotten 3 of the 4, so we know it is the last one.
That's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Oh, we got it! Look, first try! They're basically, you have to lead into it. It's not the exact answer, you have to lead into it.
She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone. And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
Okay.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
I shouldn't be laughing at that.
No worries.
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Not exactly.
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Atua did it.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now. Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
You're just
Then
freaking
explain
kind of
how the
out.
culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done.
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I agree
noticed.
with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Oh my god, what if before we blew up the lights, they used the light to go underneath the floorboards and then move the floorboard, right? Because she wasn't going to lift it. She wasn't going to do anything. She wasn't going to say anything.
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
Possibly. They could have killed her at any time. Show question. Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? Sugami? Oh no! I know you're so damn I'm confused. I made 2 mistakes. I did it. Dang, darn, poo hoo hoo is really over. Yeah, retry.
We can't let it end here.
Okay.
Wait just a minute. Tenko was...
Okay, yeah.
And the cage...
Let's go back to it really fast. No worries. Embarrassing. Oh, sadness. You're a living person. Spirit. Oh, it's a spirit. More spirits. Sit down. And your spirit killed Tenko. Revenge.
Like I said, that's impossible.
Then explain how the culprit killed...
Well...
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that!
Wait! I know! If they were in there, they could have stabbed...
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I agree with
noticed.
Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Nonsense.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
No, not at all. They referring to who could have killed from inside the cage? Himiko?
Damn it!
I don't know. I'm trying to guess everyone at this point. All right, not Himiko. We're gonna guess him. You're not making any sense. Okay, let's go to dead people. We're gonna start with him. All right, we're gonna go through everyone. We don't know. We're Mio. I don't know. I honestly do not know. I have no idea. I've guessed so many people. What, you? Oh, okay. Darn. Dang it. Let's try Kibo. Okay, we'll get there. Don't worry, guys. We will get there. I don't understand where they're coming from, but I haven't understood that this entire class trial. Okay, okay, who have we not suspected? Okay, we suspected her, him? Okay. Okay, what we got? Okay, we tried her, we tried him, we tried her. Gonta. Oh, we've tried everyone alive!
No.
What are you talking about? Okay. We tried Himiko, we've tried Kokichi, we've tried Kiba, we've tried Miu. I'm not gonna try myself, it's pointless. We've tried Kaido, we've tried Maki, we've tried Koriko, we've tried her. Like, who are we missing? Okay, Angie, let's try Angie.
Oh no!
I don't know who it could be! I legit don't. Me. Let's try me.
was wrong.
Tenko. What? Why? Like, she could have stabbed herself in the back of the neck?
Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
I hate this game sometimes. Like, come on. You gotta, like, help me understand. Was with her. Your word choice is ticking me off tremendously. Like, with Milo the last time saying that, oh, broke into the door. No, it wasn't breaking in, it was entering. You know why they call it break in and enter? Is because they broke in and entered. Nobody's accused of breaking and entering when they're let in. And guess what this time? No one says who was with her when she was alone. Just say that.
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out.
I'm so upset. I'm
Volunteered
so
to be in the
mad.
cage and then stabbed herself during the seance.
With a
It
sickle?
didn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right?
Yeah.
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
She did, and it's a miracle, and I'm super upset right now. So we're gonna hold off until next time. So, I don't like it when I'm following word choice of what they're saying. This is a text-based game. It's all about the text, what they're saying. I'm trying to think about what they're saying. They're saying who was with her. She was with herself? Yeah, I'm with myself right now, guys. Did you notice that I'm with myself sitting on my own chair with me? Thank you so much for joining me in this episode. Like, subscribe, and share. It all really helps. And next time on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony, we'll get through this one way or another. See y'all later.